We will move from having the files of a WordPress backup to the locally hosted website. Why have I done this? Well, as a result of the previous video, which I have linked here, that showed how to clean a website with viruses, I have had a lot of contacts from you that similar things have happened to them. And one of the questions, or one of the people told me that they had the website hosted on HostGator. It was hacked, and then HostGator took down the site. By stopping the page, it has given you the backup so that once you have it resolved, the hacking, allow him to upload it again. But for now, they have left the page closed without being able to see it. This type behavior is incredible. As I mentioned in the previous video, and some of you have already done it, a solution, if your website is very important to you, is to host it, in my opinion, on Kinsta. Why? Because even the page with viruses, you tell them to migrate it for you and you inform them. They clean it for you if it has viruses, migrate it, and you forget about everything. I leave the link below. And also, if any of you have any questions or anything, feel free to contact me privately in my email, which I will also leave below, and it will be for me a pleasure to lend a hand. But without further ado, let's see how we are going to do it. In this case, the person who contacted me has mentioned that they have, or he has XAMPP installed, that he wants to have the website hosted locally on XAMPP. XAMPP, for those who are not familiar with it, is a program that allows you to have on your computer a machine to host WordPress pages, because it has an Apache server, database, PHP, etc. It's the typical program that you download, install, and if everything has gone well, you have it installed. It's next. I don't want to waste time on it, but here you click to download. I also leave the link below. Once you have it installed, what will you find? Well, you will come across this window that you need to have active, that is currently active. Here, if you stop it, you don't have an Apache server. That is necessary to have the page. So you need to have Apache and MySQL. There is an important issue that we are going to solve now, so that we don't have problems later, and we are going to change some variables to minimize the possibility of errors when importing website. Why do I say this? Because I encountered an error with this page that I have as an example, which gave me this error. Well, I searched for it on Google, and here someone said how to fix it and a bit more. It was resolved easily. So we are going to change these variables so that our server has more resources. So the first thing we need to do is to pay attention to what it tells us, that we change in the PHP, in XAMPP. Let's change these values. To do this, we simply go to our computer, and then we go to C, to XAMPP, and within XAMPP we are going to pay attention. I will put this here to the left. Let's focus on XAMPP. PHP, xampp, we go to the php.ini file. We go to php.ini, and here, edit, search. For example, we are looking for this variable. I copy it, paste it right here, and let's see exactly where it is now. Here it is. I have changed it to 600. I have done the same with this one, another one, and this one, so that all of this is maximized. And we do the same with the file that it shows us here. We are going to MySQL. Let's go. To MySQL, we simply go to the bin, and then we just go to the directory, and then, where is it? Over here, to this side. And we are definitely looking for this max. Let's go look for it, max, definitely. Here it is, and we set this value. Once this is done, it is very important to stop the services in XAMPP. It is also critical to ensure everything is properly shut down, and we reactivate them so that it picks up the new variables. And once we have it, we can host our website. You will see that we are going very fast. The first thing I am going to do is click on admin to enter on the website, and we can see that, let's see, I'm going to close this. We can see that it says local hosted dashboard here. Where is this? Well, here we go again. If we come here and click on explore, we find that we are inside XAMPP. We need to go to Hadocs. Where are you? Here, my friend, Hadocs. And notice that this is the dashboard, which is the directory where it is located. In my case, I have done it on Pimp&Play, which is the website. This example that you can see here, since I already have it, we are going to put it in another one. I'm going to put here, let's create a new folder. And I am definitely, indeed, actually, certainly, absolutely going to call it Live Website. Perfect. And what am I going to do here? Live Website. Okay, so I select all this content from the backup. I copy it, Control-C, Control-V, and paste it here completely. Everything is set. And if you notice, a backup basically consists of two things. Let's go. It consists of the files of the website, which are all of these, and a database file. What do we do with the database file? Well, if we go back to XAMPP, we can see that here, where it says MySQL put admin, here we have the database. what am I going to do? So create a database for me, create one, and I will call it, for example, live website, as we did before, live website. I think I called it that. I copy it in case I need it, I create it, and I have created an empty database. Now I click on import, I click to select the file, and I select it. The database file, I leave everything as it is and click on import. As I told you, this step gave me an error and I solved it, as I have mentioned to you. Now there is one very important thing. Here in the WP options table, this is where you set the site so that it does not redirect to the real website. What I am going to do is change this URL to the local URL. What is it be? The local URL will be localhost and the name of the directory. In this case, here we put http here localhost live website. I copy it, Control Enter, and do the same down here. If I haven't made any mistakes. Sorry, there's one very important step left. What step is left? I have created the database, but in the files, I have to specify which one it is. The new password for the database. That I'm leaving and it doesn't pay attention to me. How do I do this? If you notice, I am already in htdocs live website. I need to go to WP config. And here what I have to do is basically tell you I am essentially actually going to make this bigger to tell him how things are called. What is the name of the database? It is currently live web and more features. The user in xampp is typically root, and the default password in the configuration settings is usually empty. In this way, it should work now. I click Save, Control S, and if there haven't been any errors, or anything now when I come back, please visit our website at localhost web and directo for more information and additional details. If everything goes well, the page should load. And ta-da! Here we have the website wonderfully on our local web. One more thing, in the end, this is a WordPress like any other. If I put WP admin, I enter and log in. What password? With the ones you had set up on the real website. Something you can notice is that, of course, until I configure it. If I click on any link, it says not found. Why? Because first I have to do one thing, and that is to enter the website. Log in with my credentials. The fact is that now I would have to do the following. Sorry. I would have to go to the settings in order to permalinks. And here click Save, because if not, the htaccess won't be saved properly. So now the links will absolutely work for me. As you saw, it wasn't working, and now it works, and I have it completely local. As I said, we would already have it locally, and we could do with her what we would like. In the case of the person who asked me, well, to clean the page before uploading it. But remember that if the website is really for business, it is really important to put yourselves in the hands of professionals, and you will to save a lot of time. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. See you in the next video. Goodbye.